Hey, welcome back to Kiram Gaming here. This is a Shoptalk video, so I'm going to use this type of video format or streaming format, or YouTube video format, whatever you want to call it, as to give updates and to have a bit of a chat. So I'll basically include what my plans are for the map, or any other maps, or what videos I have planned to do, or what I plan to do in my other videos, or to also talk about any other interests I may have with farming sim. So most of my videos are time-lapse videos, so there's not a lot of details in the videos other than the comments that I make during the playback. So you may see in green text indicating what I'm doing at that particular time. But other than that, you won't really know what's going on. So this No Man's Land gameplay, its main focus is to terraform the entire map and set up different production districts. So this one that we're on right now, or what I'm working on right now, is an oil factory district. So I've got canola planted, I've got sunflowers planted, and at some point I do plan to put in some olive groves. At some point I will get that in. Right now I need to finish off this one piece of property to ensure that it's flat. When this is done, I will move on to another area over there by the BGA, most likely, and start working over there and setting up a different production, maybe a grain mill or something of that nature. I'm not too sure. But for today's episode, we're going to focus on clearing out this area in the corner. So I'm just building a berm with this Caterpillar front end loader. And then I hope to go in with the bulldozer and continue to terraform out the rest of that area. So that's pretty much the plan. I'm super excited that No Man's Land has received an update, so we can do gold from stone. We can also do lime from stone. I already have mods for lime though, but I think I will switch over to what Alien Jim gave us. I might also put in the flower and mushroom greenhouses that were added too. So it's kind of nice to see that Alien Jim is adding some updates to this map, especially with productions. Oh, I may add Maize Plus in the future, but at this point in time I don't see it necessary because I don't really have cow or animal productions at this time. But they will be added at some point. I'm excited to try that out. Now I do plan to put Maize Plus onto Elm Creek, which is my other gameplay that I have going on with time lapse. I also plan to put in dairy sheep over there, so that should be pretty interesting. What else am I going to do with Elm Creek? Pumps and hoses. Yes. I do have that DLC pre-purchased. I've seen a lot of interesting developments with how pumps and hoses can be used. the Farm Sim guy and a few other YouTubers have also made videos and demonstrations on how to use that particular DLC. So I'm super excited about that. I'm not sure how I'm going to utilize that. I can probably utilize pumps and hoses on this map too. Once I get the proper farm going, I probably need silage to fill the, what do you call that? The BGA. So that should be very interesting. I'm looking forward to that. I will be continuing with time-lapse videos, and I will be posting those also in 4K for people to watch. The initial upload will probably be standard definition. That's just how YouTube operates. And then it will process the 4K version a little later. So it usually goes, I think, standard definition, high definition, then 4K. I think I've mastered the video setups for OBS and also Blender to ensure that my video quality is good enough for 4K. So I will continue to do that. I do enjoy putting those good quality videos up. The layout for the videos may differ as I am still learning to do video editing and layouts. I also plan to do some live streams in the future. Potentially maybe on Twitch. So we'll see what happens there, but I will of course make a Shoptalk video talking about any changes of platform, or I will remain on YouTube because I do enjoy the video editing. I think it's fun. I think I missed a little bit over here. I do plan to do another video editing series for our PV Uncharted or Western Australia. I haven't quite decided yet. There is also a Canadian map I might do as well. So I'm just humming and hawing on what I want to do next. I might just do live streams on those maps too. That's another possibility of what I might just do instead. 2-hour live stream on a specific map. See how that goes. Now I am waiting for Western Australia to go onto the Giants mod hub. Farmer Bob, who is the map developer for that map, is working on a console version. So it should be interesting to see when that becomes available. It's going through Giants testing at the moment, so we just have to be patient for that to happen. So lots and lots of interesting things happening in the near future with the channel. I do really hope that it'll grow. And we'll see a lot more visitors to the channel, comments, etc. The shop talks I will do from time to time if I want to show something like a tutorial or to do some sort of explanation of where the direction of the map will go. That's sort of the purpose of what Shoptalk is all about. A little bit laid back approach, not so much of a specific orientated structured tutorial that you may see with other YouTube channels where the specific video is just set up for doing a tutorial. Making pretty good work at getting this rock out of here. I think it's probably a good time to get the auto drive going on the trucks. So I dump this load here. So I got a big enough berm. Alright, let's get the conveyor belt going first. There we go. Fill that up. Get the auto drive going. Off goes that truck. We will get the second truck going. We'll get the third truck going. I try to fill them all up at the same time because my road is a little narrow and I have had collisions before. But if I get them all filled up and on their way at the same time, things go a little smoother. Continue building the berm here with this front end loader, and then once I have all this gravel placed in the berm, I will get into the bulldozer. I'll start terraforming. Like I said, my next objective is to get olives put in place. I've never done olives yet, which is kind of surprising because I wanted to do olives earlier on, right in the beginning when Farming Simulator came out, but I never got around to it. But I will get to it this time, and then that oil factory will be receiving the olives to make olive oil, and that will finish off this property. Then I can move on to the next project, which I'm debating whether it'll be a grain mill, which would mean that I would need fields for all 4 grains. I might do chickens as well. Maybe, because at that point I'll have wheat and other grains to feed the chickens. So that should be pretty interesting. There, got another load here. Well, last truck is just leaving the yard area. I get about 3.1k in cash per load. I don't make a lot in rocks. But I do plan to put down that, I think it is the gold production. But I need a few things first. I think I need a methane plant put up first for fuel. And I think the methane plant acts like a standardized BGA. So that would be grass or silage, sugar, cut beets, that sort of stuff. There will be a road put in with a grader at some point. That's how I did those other gravel roads that you see there. Terraforming has a capability of painting the ground, so that's very handy. So it can give you material like rock, and then it can paint the ground, it can lower the ground, raise the ground, flatten the ground. It's definitely a game-changing mod. I think with Farming Simulator 22 there's been a lot of game-changing mods, to say the least. When you give a lot of options to the game and features, it allows the modders to really become very creative with their projects. I don't even know what to expect with Farming Simulator 2025 or 2026 or whenever that version comes out. I think I missed a little bit over here. There we go. There. Now those reeds in the water are very interesting. They are a water plant mod that you can find on the mod hub. When you drive pretty close to the lake or the river where those are placed, you start to hear frogs. So I think that's kind of interesting. So I'm pretty sure that those are not natural sounds with No Man's Land. I'm very intrigued with pumps and hoses, so that comes out on Tuesday for everyone to download. You'll be able to spool out pipes, and, or I should say hoses, and transfer slurry to your field and apply it. They do have some pumps where you can go ahead and transfer slurry from the slurry tank itself, and I'm guessing you can connect it to your slurry silos as well. Direct connection, I don't know if it's fully supported yet. In Farm Sim Guys live stream today, we had Wopster in there and a few other people from Creative Mesh during the live stream answering questions, and my question was to see if that was supported. I think initially with the initial release it's not available, but in a future release it will be. Oh, truck is returned. Turn the lights on a little bit more. I'm going to go into the river here and push this rock up. My hope is that my next cut to that land there, I will not be so much into the water. That last pile might have been pushed a little bit too far back. All right. There we go. Trucks are filling up again. That's a good sign. Another mod that I am looking forward to, or I guess I should say an update, is the pipe extension on the case axial flow combines by Custom Modding. They had announced that it is in the works. Also, I believe they have the John Deere combines too. They will be upgrading those with a longer pipe. That way you can utilize or correctly use the 60-foot experimental honeybee headers that they have. Now I use the 60-foot ones on my Western Australia gameplay. You can still unload, but there is a lot of scenarios where I end up having to fix auto drive. Even if I if I drive the machine close to the combine, sometimes I don't hit it dead on with the 50-foot pipe, simply because the trailer gets too close or the tractor gets too close. I don't recommend dualies on your tractor if you are using a chaser tractor, so just single tires. Maybe a trailer that is very narrow. I know normally people use the auger wagons to get the grain, but some of those auger wagons are pretty wide, so they don't always work very well. So at least from my experience. That's probably the only downside or issues that I run into with the current headers, but they are not out on the mod hub yet, so they are still working out a few things with them and trying to get them passed. But if you do have issues with your combines, not working properly with them with courseplay, just be assured that custom modding is looking at the matter, and hopefully we'll put an extension. In the meantime, I guess you could use the 50-foot headers. I think some Kloss combines may have a larger reach, so you might want to consider that. I don't play any of the Kloss or Ideal combines. I just play Case. Except for my Elm Creek gameplay, I am using a Kloss combine there. Oh, I better be careful here. I'm getting too close to that belt. Got another 50%. On this map, I also use differential, or sorry, for fuel. I still have to put in a plant, so I just buy the fuel from the little gas pump, but I might start making my own fuel at some point. I also have a lumber yard in the back for the trees, so I do cut down the trees and then I sell them as pellets with one of the mods that I have. Oh, there goes another load. Dumping with auto drive. Now something that I want to try to do is get that pancake factory in here, because I do get the maple syrup from that maple syrup greenhouse, so I wonder if I can use that as an input on the pancake factory. That would be kind of interesting to see if that works together. I don't recall whether or not those two mods are from the same mod developer, but if they are, it might work. But the input may still accept that maple syrup that I'm making, or or from the trees that I have back there. There goes another load. So I should have trucks coming back pretty quick. I think I got about 2 more bucket loads. Maybe 3. I know 2. 1 or 2. And I'll be able to get into the bulldozer, do some damage. Oh, 3.7k by the looks of it. Cash. Oh, maybe I might get it in 1. Let's see if I do this, ladies and gentlemen. I probably will have a little bit that I can't scoop up. Yep. That's a little bit. That's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and dump this over here. I don't know what's going on with my conveyor belt. Shut down the loader. Let's see. I don't know what happened here. But it's filling up now. Maybe I ran into it while reversing. Alright, well, we're gonna get some terraforming done. So I'm gonna do my first cut here. So it's pretty easy here. So just a quick idea, if you need to change any of your settings, you hit high. This is where your terraforming settings are, so you can enable your terraforming to debug mode. There's a lot of things you can do in here, but for my purposes I just do terraform, discharge dirt. You can set your strength and your radiuses for terraform. and discharge, flatten, smooth. And you can change these to different types, like concrete tile if you want it to paint, gravel, dirt. So whatever the map comes with, and you can discharge all sorts of stuff. Concrete tiles, gravel, dirt. Oh, you can have a lot of fun in there. Now I escaped out of there. Now to adjust your terraform material in the upper right hand corner, you have to hit Y. So I'm going to flatten. You can smooth the land. You can paint over it. We're going to do flatten. If you've got a shovel, like the front end loader, or maybe you've got an excavator, it will give you a dig function, or lower land, raise land. So just keep that in mind. But with the bulldozer and the grader and I think the roller, it's just flatten or smooth. And the best way to do this is I use a mod called Vehicle Control Add-on. So I set my guide, which I've got there. I set my auto cruise control to 6. If you go any faster, you can cause some issues where you may have to go over the area again. So it's slow and steady wins the race. So once you've got your vehicle control add-on guide turned on, and you've got, or your GPS, I use vehicle control add-on because I can control the sizes of my implement with a button press, and I don't have to pay for a GPS to be mounted on. What else? I can set my guides on and off pretty quick, whereas with GPS you have to go into that menu and set everything up and save a course. So there's several extra steps that I don't prefer to do, so that's why I use vehicle control add-on. One thing that I do know with vehicle control, with vehicle control add-on, you can't save courses, whereas GPS you can. But that's easy to do. You can just, if you are playing with someone else, you just load it up, line up against each other, and you hold control down. And you can kind of line up control and arrows to move your guides, so really easy. Probably quicker just to do that than use the GPS course options. There's some seating mods that GPS supports. I don't think vehicle control add-on supports those. Alright, so we're all set to go. We've got our speed set for cruise control. We've got our our vehicle control add-on guide set up, so we just turn on terraform by hitting O on the keyboard, and we hit the number 3 to start the auto drive, or I mean the cruise control. And we're going to cut in here. That's interesting. I wonder why I did that. Reverse this. Oh, it feels like there's something in the way. Maybe that's what I hit before. That's interesting. Alright, well, let's try it here. If how far this can go in for. Even if your blade does stop or your vehicle still stops, it still compresses down the ground, so You just wait until it stops compressing down before you consider backing up. Like right about now. Something is definitely there. That's weird. I'm going to reverse this up. Oop. Lined up wrong. Oh, maybe last episode I probably could have gotten... That's probably what stopped me. Very interesting. Oh, we'll see how far I can go. Oh, I stopped again. Dun dun dun. Reverse. I might try to push in from the other side, but I'll just continue doing what I'm doing here. My blade down. I'll move forward. I don't know if anyone else has ever terraformed the entire map before. So, I mean, there's some nice surprises hidden in the dirt somewhere. Hey, this one's cutting in further. This cut. That's interesting. That's about as far as I'm going to get with that. So I'm going to reverse. We're into July, so I will probably do some harvesting. Because I think my canola might be done. And I think I'm... Oh, land is still going down. Thought I was going to be stuck. Now I'm stuck. I'll reverse. Oh, another cut. Going to make it. I think I'm stuck again. That's about as far as I can go, I think. Yeah. Sometimes it helps to do like half a blade, which I'm doing in this push. And I think I'm going to stop any moment. Oh, she's still going. Very interesting. All right. Reverse, reverse, reverse. Push in here. Alright. Go. This is about another half cut. I think I'm gonna get stuck. Nope. Come on. Go, 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 go. Oh, no, she's stuck again. No worries. Let's back up. Reverse. I'll do another half push, I think. At least using the front loader to remove this stone will be a little easier compared to when I was next to the water, because there was that slope, so I couldn't get the bucket to work very easily. Oh, we're pushing in. Oh, this one's going quite far in. With less height, it's a little easier on the material. Yeah, it's still going down. Now I use cruise control and auto drive to keep this machine straight. If I did it manually, you can do it manually. It's just that it's a little bit messier and less precise. So that's why it's better to use cruise control. Alright, I'm kind of near the edge. I don't like that, so I want to make sure that I go this way. Oop, that's my horn. I'm going to do this manually here. Again. It's lowering slowly. Not bad. Hello, little deer. So those trees mark the boundary for this plot of land. So I'll go as far as I can to the trees. There we go. Reverse. Oh, I'm a bit stuck. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna try some pushing at the end there. See what happens. I'm just curious to see if I can actually push into that. The other thing about vehicle control add-on, it will align 90 degrees as well. So that's very helpful. Let's do our push here. So you don't actually have to go into the menu like in GPS to hit that little button every time you want to go 90 degrees. I seem to be flattening this. Oh, that looks good. I'll just do one push. That's a lot of rock there, so, and I think I may be a little off kilter there. I'm just going to shut down the bulldozer and we'll get my equipment set up for harvesting the canola over here, which we will do on the next episode. Check our BGA. I think it's empty. Yeah, it looks like it's empty. So this will get sold. Where's the trigger on this? I don't know where the trigger is. I don't know. I have to go into the menu to do that. Is it in here? Filed. Oh, maybe I have the trigger hidden. Let's see. F1. I believe the help triggers can be hidden. Oh, there it is. Probably went around it a few times. Why can't I go inside of it? Oh, R to manage production. Let's see. Yeah, so I have a lot of silage in there, so once it empties out the silage and all the digestate is sold, then I will sell this this plant. And I have the combine here already to go, so I guess I don't have to get that set up, but I can harvest that next episode. I'll have to pick up this pile of rocks, move that. Let's check how much. 26,000 liters of honey. Check our water levels. Almost 8,000 liters of water. 9.5k. Oh, I've got some more. Maple syrup to move. I'll move those. Turn the lights on a little brighter. Reverse. There we go. I wonder how much water is in this maple syrup plantation. Oh, don't fall. Let's just take a peek. $8.2K. That's lots of water. Reverse. We'll go and feed the dog. Make sure the little dog has some food. There we go. He must be sleeping somewhere. I don't know where he is. Usually he comes running for the food, but he might be sleeping somewhere. Hopefully he's not underneath that big pile of rocks. That's not a good spot for the doggy. Alright, so next episode we will harvest the canola and get that into the oil factory. And then we will, if we still have time in the next time-lapse episode, we will resume loading trucks over here and see how that goes. Alright, so thank you for checking out my channel for Kirim Gaming. If you like the content you see, please remember to subscribe and like my video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have, or reply to the comments that you share. So thank you for checking out my channel, and have a great day. All right, bye.